Hello and welcome, Drew here. So as you know, yesterday we put up a video of Naya Zoo that James did. We're starting to split off a little bit and do different decks. So James did Zoo. Today I am bringing you Scapeshift. So here it is, I'll pull it up real quick. So Scapeshift is a super cool deck which basically uses a lot of mana ramp to get up to 7 lands and play Scapeshift. So what Scapeshift does is it lets you search for land cards and put them into play tapped, which is really good with Valakut because if you get 6 mountains and 1 Valakut, they all enter at the same time and deal 18 damage, and that's how you win. So it's basically a combo deck. So I don't know, that's pretty much the basics of it. Here is the thing on TCG Player. It's about $800. Not the worst deck, but definitely still pricey. And this is with sideboard, so. Anyways, though, we're just going to get right into it and get ourselves a match. Hopefully we can play some fun decks. We will see who joins. So here's our sideboard and stuff. I don't know, it's a pretty fun deck. It uses a lot of mana ramp, such as Shock or Tribe Elder, Farseek. Search for Tomorrow is a really good one just because you can suspend it. And then it also is kind of a control deck because it uses stuff like Remand, Cryptic Command, Is It Charm, Lightning Bolt. And it's a pretty customizable deck just because you can put more Is It Charms in. Is It Charm and Lightning Bolt fight a lot, I guess. Some people will play 3 Is It Charms and 1 Bolt, or the other way around. Anyways, though, we have somebody who has joined the game. Say welcome, I guess. That'll be good. And we will see what he is playing. Make sure he knows he's on YouTube. Okay, so he has loaded a deck with 15 sideboard cards. Sweet. Anyways, another thing I forgot to talk about is Bring to Light, which basically gets you Scapeshifts. Anyways, he says, hello YouTube, I'm a scrub. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, we're just going to get right into this. Roll our 20-side die. We roll a 2. And we will look at our draw. Okay. That's a pretty good draw, actually. All we need to do is draw pretty much Scapeshift, so we can get a lot of lands out of his hand using Farseek and Search for Tomorrow. He is going to mulligan to 6 and then keep that hand. And he is on the play because our die rolling skills suck. Okay, we will see what he's going to play. Hopefully something awesome. Wooded Foothills, Crack. Okay, so, I mean, it could be Zoo, I guess. You never know. Forest. Okay. Noble Hierarch. Ooh. Okay, so this is maybe Bogles. Not quite sure. Okay, so we're going to play our Stomping Ground. And then suspend our Search for Tomorrow. And that's pretty much our turn. So if you guys don't know what suspend does, it obviously says right there, but in 2 turns we're able to activate Search for Tomorrow and get a basic land card. So one good thing about Scapeshift is that it doesn't have a lot of fetch lands. It only has 4, but because it has so many Search for Tomorrows and Farseeks and Shock or Tribe Elders, you're still able to get all your land. So we do play 4 colors, which is pretty crazy. So he's going to play a Spirit Mantle and equip it to this guy, so that's swinging for 2. Okay. And it's now our turn. Untap, upkeep. See what we draw. We got a Cinder Glade. So, okay. We're probably going to play a Stomping Grounds. See what we can do. Probably play a Stomping Grounds, just because we kind of have to. Play a Shock or Tribe Elder, and pass the turn. Now, Shocker Tribeller is one of my favorite cards, just because not many people know this. It's able to block and then activate its ability. So we're going to be able to block this guy right here, and then we're going to be able to get a land. Except that this guy has protection from creatures, which is not good for us, but that's okay. How many is that? 1, 2, 4, I think. Okay, so we will sacrifice our Tribe Elder right here, since he can't block, and pass the turn back to us. So we can now activate our Search for Tomorrow, grab another island. It's usually good to grab islands just because of Cryptic Command, which takes a lot of islands. We get Remand, so we're now able to play Cinderglade, which is really good. So we're at 5 lands, so we need 2 more lands. We're able to double Farseek, which is very good. So there's 1 Farseek. Now we're going to grab a Swamp here, just because if we need to bring to light, we're going to need all 4 of our colors. So there's the Swamp, and then we are going to actually tap the Swamp to keep up our Remand, and Farseek again. And this time we're going to grab probably just a basic forest. Doesn't super matter at this point in the game. Spread all of our lands out. Okay. So this guy, he is hexproof, so we can't bolt him. We can still bolt the player though. So one thing about Scapeshift is you have to have him below 18, because Scapeshift will deal 18 damage. So that's why there's bolts and Izzet Charms. So he's going to swing for at least 4. We have 10 life, so we should be able to take this. He's going to play Dryad Arbor and swing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if he plays anything, we're just going to Remand. Doesn't play anything. So hopefully we're going to draw Scapeshift or Bring to Light. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 lands. So we're going to play our Scapeshift. And that's basically game. He says, show me Scapeshift. So he says, show it to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to float my mana. That's usually good. 5, 6, 7. So now we're able to go into our library. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 18 damage, and he is at 16. So, let's ask him if he wants to do a game 2. So Bogles is a good deck. Wasn't quite fast enough. Yeah, that's basically how Scapeshift works. So since all of our mountains entered at the same time as Valakut, then we're able to activate the trigger. Let's see if we can get him to play a second game. Okay. Okay. So he's going to go for the second game, which is good. So the question is, what do we put in against him? We can kill enchantments with Corrosion Grip, which is good. I don't really have too much for him. It's not like he's really playing artifacts. We might just take out a Remand or a Cryptic. Probably going to go with the Cryptic. I don't know. That seems good. We'll go with that. Alright, so we get to draw our hand. That's a pretty good hand, actually. We have 2 Search for Tomorrows, and Bring to Light is basically a Scapeshift. So the reason we play Bring to Light is so that we can basically have 7 Scapeshifts in our deck instead of just 4. So I run 4 Bring to Lights and 3 Scapeshifts. Anyways, we have Lightning Bolt, which is kind of a dead card, to be honest. I mean, the only thing we're going to use it for is to deal him damage, which is definitely good. And he's going to mulligan to 5. He says he's having terrible luck lately. Well, our hand is great. We also did get our 1 Corrosion Grip, which is, I mean, pretty good just because it can kill enchantments and it has split second. So he's going to keep, and he is on the play, I assume. So turn 1, we're either going to Breeding Pool or Stomping Grounds to suspend a Search for Tomorrow. Turn 2, we'll suspend another Search for Tomorrow. And that's already 4 lands, so that is super nice. He says control. I'm not sure which one is Scry. Oh, he's got it. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's gonna play. Okay, Temple Garden, tap, Slippery Bogle. I knew it. Slippery Bogles. Okay. So, draw, we got a mountain. Cool. Actually gonna go with the Stomping Grounds just because we have red. Put Stomping Grounds and tap this. Suspend a Search for Tomorrow. And that's pretty much our turn. Now that is pretty much the ideal first turn, is to Search for Tomorrow. Yeah. Or to Lightning Bolt, I guess, would be good. Okay, so he's going to play a Spirit Dancer. Great card. And back to our turn. Upkeep, we're going to remove a counter. And draw. We get a Farseek. Okay, so we can probably just play as Breeding Pool tapped. And then tap this for a Search for Tomorrow. Which is basically 4 lands. And next turn we can Farseek. So we're doing super good. He doesn't have any enchantments for our Corrosion Grip. This might be one. We will see. Okay, Spirit Mantle. That's cool. We're going to be able to take that out. Let's see. He's going to put it on the Slippery Bogle, not on his... So that is going to be 2 damage. Totally fine with that. Okay, now it is back to our turn. And upkeep. And we're going to grab another island. And our counter goes off this. And draw. Okay, so what we can do here is we can take out his Spirit Mantle if we want to. It doesn't seem to be too big of a problem though. I think Farseek and Bolt is the best we have right now. So Farseek, go grab another island. Does it come in tap? It does come in tapped. And then tap this to Bolt. We might just bolt his Spirit Dancer. Yeah, I think we'll just bolt the Spirit Dancer because he already is at 18. And then that's the end of our turn. So we drew into a Snapcaster. That's pretty good. Next turn, our Search for Tomorrow. Okay, so he plays a Daybreak Coronet. Goodness, that is a good card. So 3, 4, 5. Which, yeah, that is quite a lot. So I think what we're going to do here, obviously our Search for Tomorrow goes off. We have enough for a Cryptic, so we can probably just get a Swamp for our Bring to Light. And then draw, so we draw. Drew into a Cryptic, okay. So let's see. First strike, visions, lifelink, protection from creatures. So we can still tap this guy. If we kill the Daybreak Coronet, that'd be really good. So I think we're just gonna go with that. Draw an arrow to Daybreak. And it has split second, so we can't counter it. Okay, so there goes that. Do we play a land this turn? I don't think we even play a land yet. Okay, so we can play our mountain. So that's 6. So if we can get one more land, we should be able to bring to light and win the game against Bogles. I actually really like Bogles. I was thinking about making it for a long time, but I ended up building Scapeshift and Tron and stuff. Okay, tapping 3. See what he plays. And taking a life from Horizon Canopy? Yeah. Okay. See what he's going to do. If only we had a remand right here. That'd be quite good. Okay. Spirit Dancer and a Spider Umbra. Probably on the Slippery Bogle. Oh, okay. Totally fine with us. And then swing for 2, I'm guessing. Alright, so we are at 9. And we need a land. We don't absolutely need a land. There's a land. Yeah. Okay, so we have all of our colors here, so we can play this tapped and bring to light. So that's game for him. It was fun. Okay, so that's all we have for Scapeshift. Short and sweet. I'll be doing some more Scapeshift. I think James will be doing some more Naya Zoo. I'll talk to him about that. And we should be getting up a lot of videos this week. Then next week, me and James will be back doing videos together. And we will just alternate every other week. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.